Sometimes the little things in a product are what make it great, and the Tanchjim Rita is a great product. Now, what makes a good Bluetooth headphone? Is it high quality build or a tasteful design? Is it a complete set of features with a refined companion app? Or is it good sound quality? Well, the Tanchjim Rita that I have with me today, it checks all of those boxes. It used to retail for like 80 bucks, but I recently found it on sale for just half that price. And at $40, oh boy, this is a seriously potent package. So let's see how Tanchjim manages to outshine its competitors with the Rita. If you like the show, help the channel grow with a like and a sub. You're watching Lumerion, now let's get into it. Right out of the gate, the Rita has a very premium box. It's proper big. I needed a different camera angle just to get it in frame, and you have a clean white aesthetic. Slide out the sleeve, open the textured top box, and you see an envelope that looks like a vinyl sleeve, inside which contains some manuals and info cards, as well as a very nice, svelte, and soft-feeling storage bag for your Rita. This is essentially the same material Tanchjim uses in their IEM bags, but it's scaled up to headphone size. It's pretty basic, but very welcomed. Most other Chi-Fi wireless headphones don't give you any storage at all. Below this layer, you have a small box containing the 3.5mm cable, and it's very high quality with thick wires, also including a mic clamp with a play pause button as well. And of course, your good old USB-C cable. I think the Rita really shows Tanchjim's attention to detail. It includes every accessory that I want from a Bluetooth headphone, and not only that, all of the accessories are of good quality, not just random leftovers. This is a mainstream tech product level unboxing, not just some scrappy Chi-Fi tier. Remove the nylon dust cover and we finally get to the Rita. Tanchjim has always done well with their subtle and refined designs, and the Rita is an excellent translation of that design language onto a headphone. The Rita has a neutral white color with a lighter gray shade on the ear pads and headband. Although the outer shell is made of plastic, it's a high quality plastic with a slight matte feel to it, and it does a good job resisting fingerprints and sweat. Heck, even premium headphones like the Sony XM5 have plastic connector parts that break after a while. But I don't think the Rita is gonna have to worry about that. That's because the inside of the Rita is quite solid, with two metal prongs serving as a sliding mechanism. The only nitpick I have is the lackluster headband, which feels a bit stiff and lacking some padding, as well as the shallow and small ear pads. These might be over-ear headphones, but the ear pad size is sort of in between an on-ear and an over-ear, and it will feel just a bit cramped if you have bigger ears. The control scheme is sensible and easy to navigate. You have play, pause, and volume controls on the right cup, and for the left, there's a single power button that also triggers the ANC and ambient modes. In terms of ports, you have USB-C for charging and the 3.5mm jack for wired listening. Now, I forgot to mention this in my Fiio EH13 review, but to use the wired 3.5mm on the EH13, the headphone itself still needs to be powered on. So the wired connection, it needs to pass through the electronics to work. If it's completely out of battery and you plug it in 3.5mm, it will not play any sound at all. The Rita, however, has a proper true analog mode, allowing you to play music through 3.5mm even if the battery is completely dead. You don't have to turn it on or anything. Though, expect some significant sound signature change due to the lack of DSP inside Rita doing the processing work.
Here's a test from the built-in microphone of the Tanchjim Rita. And now this is the microphone on the 3.5mm included cable.
The Tanchjim Rita packs all the conveniences you would expect from a modern wireless headphone. There's LDAC support with a nice ANC that cancels out all of the noise from my AC, especially in these hot summer days, and the wind noise is well controlled. Note that the ANC will compensate for noisy environments by increasing the bass, so it will also affect your EQ settings a bit. The transparency mode is less great, however, a common weakness of Chi-Fi wireless audio gear. The transparency effect itself is fine, there's no weird tinny feeling, but it's just not strong enough. I hope that Tanchjim releases an update to increase the strength of the transparency mode. For the companion app, the Tanchjim app is pretty much the top of the food chain for these Chi-Fi brands. It is leagues above Moondrop Link and the glitchy, buggy Fiio control. You have a clean app that only asks for nearby device permissions without needing location, a nice minimalist UI, though I do wish they included a dark mode. Connect the Rita and you can control the ANC or transparency on the app itself, and access the EQ presets that Tanchjim included. Honestly, all of these are very good. I've been bouncing around the default preset and the ambient mode with some mid-bass energy and warmth restored compared to the stock sound. If you want a game with the Rita, Tanchjim also offers game EQs. I'm not sure why there needs to be separate presets for PUBG Mobile and the PC version, but there you go. Now, if you sign up for a Tanchjim account, you can also log into the EQ forum and grab user-made presets. There's like a ton of them, including some pretty nice ones like this Audio-Technica AWKT simulation. It sounds nothing like the real AWKT, but it does deliver on the female poison description. And there are also some more, shall we say, interesting EQs as well. You can also fine-tune all of these presets using a flexible 12-band PEQ with a 12 decibel adjustment range as well as Q-curve control. Just be careful about the pre-gain slider. If you take it to the max, there's gonna be some hilarious results and the Rita will start bass farting at your face. But the best thing is,
all of this just works.
There's very little bugs in the Tanchjim app. You just press apply and the EQ goes through properly. Menus load quickly with no visual glitches, something I can't say for the likes of Moondrop Link and Fio's control app. The Tanchjim Rita sound is kinda like a chimera. With the right EQ, you can turn it into almost any signature you want. But one element that was a constant throughout was the refined vocals with natural timbre. The default sound of the Rita is quite neutral, based on Tanchjim's in-house target, and it does what it says on the tin, providing a balanced bass line. You have a pretty flat bass on this preset, though turning on the ANC will provide a bit of that sub-bass jolt, if that's what you need. There's a pretty significant suck out of the lower mids though. This gives the sound a bit of a leaner presentation, but I usually like it a bit more warm. Female singers like Meiko Nakahara have good presence through the Rita in the song Fantasy. She's not completely shouting at you, but rather having a sort of bird song quality to her voice with this EQ. Not completely dominating, but showing off a bit of soothing brightness. Out of the box, I think Tanchjim already offers you a really good tuning, but you can get more out of it with other presets. Now my favorite preset so far is the ambient tuning. You now have more warmth thanks to the less severe lower mid dip, and the mid bass energy has been increased, with the Rita's driver still offering very good rumble and deepness when it is called for through EQ. Vocals now show through a little bit better, taking center stage, though it loses a bit of crispness compared to the stock sound. I like using this preset for lo-fi stuff and chill albums like City Girls' Somnolent Nova. The Rita combined with this album and with ANC on, it's almost like the world just melts away and I can just grab a drink and chill out. With regards to the technicalities of this headphone, I think it is good within the bounds of a Bluetooth set. Tanchjim's refined and elegant tuning is certainly masking this driver's weakness in separating the micro details. The Rita is about on par with the performance of the Fiio EH13, but it is definitely better tuned. If we translate this performance into wired use and we plug in the 3.5mm jack, supplying a bit more amplification, we can hear a darker sound with a peakier mid-range that honestly it turns the Rita into more of a V-shaped headphone. However, the extra power, it also overloads the dynamic driver faster, and you will quickly run into the limits of its budget nature. I think the Rita is still ideally used as a Bluetooth headphone with wired use in a pinch when you're out of battery. And if you stick to casual listening though, and set the right expectations, it will deliver in spades. A month or so ago, I covered the Fiio EH13, which is Fio's answer to the Rita, undercutting its price and offering very good value for money, especially when on sale. Well, it seems that Tanchjim did not just sit around. They started doing their own sales to get the Rita down to the $40 range. And at this price range, the Tanchjim is offering a lot more refinement for the money. In terms of design, both headphones have a nice mainstream aesthetic, although I like the neutral warm tone of the Rita more than the ivory of the EH13. Now the Fiio one here, it can fold up into a sort of smaller, more portable form, but the overall build quality, I think it's just better on the Rita. One aspect where the EH13 is superior is gonna be its padding. The ear pads and the headband use a more plush material, and the ear pads are just also bigger, making it more comfy in long listening sessions. Features-wise, the Rita definitely takes the cake. It has similar ANC performance to the Fiio, but the transparency mode is just ever so slightly stronger. Still not by much though. But the companion app from Tanchjim is just on another level compared to Fio's. Granted, the Fiio Control app actually had a slight UI revamp and it fixed up some of the auto EQ bugs that I experienced in the EH13 review, but it still pales in comparison to the stability of the Tanchjim, which for the most part, it just works without issues. The Rita also has 12 PEQ bands as opposed to Fio's 10, though the Fiio app does allow you to specify the filter type for your PEQ as well, whilst Tanchjim, I'm assuming, is just using peak filters. Sound-wise, I think technicalities on these are pretty much the same. Both headphones have basic but adequate resolution and separation. Just don't expect supreme audiophile level detailing. Now the sound tuning is where these sets really set themselves apart. The EH13 is a lot more V-shaped and fun compared to the Rita's more reserved and neutral nature. In all presets, you'll often find that the EH13 is a bit more bassy overall. Its mid-range is more wild and its treble more sharp. Definitely the EH13 is more suited to EDM and heavier genres, whilst the Rita, it has a more natural tonality that favors vocal performances and lighter music. It just depends on what overall feel you like out of the box, because both of these sets have decent headroom for you to kind of EQ into whatever kind of sound that you like, even if they have slightly different DNA. If you can only find the Tanchjim Rita for its original $80 price, I think the EH13 is still gonna be the better value proposition. It does most of the things that Tanchjim does, but with less cost. However, if the Rita is on sale for you, and it goes down to about the $40 level, now it's a no-brainer. Get the Rita for all of those extra little quality of life improvements that Tanchjim threw in. It just makes the overall product feel a lot more mature, and it delivers a more seamless listening experience. As I alluded to in the title, it really is the little things that make the Tanchjim Rita a great wireless experience. Instead of maximizing cost to performance, Tanchjim carved a different path by not just checking boxes on a feature list, but actually putting in the time and effort to make them work smoothly. offering a neutral and refined sound that is a staple of their target-based tuning. At its original price, it was a bit harder for me to recommend the Rita, but if you can find it for sale, anything below 50 bucks will make this quietly beautiful headphone an absolute monster in the budget wireless headphone space. And that's gonna be it for this video. Join my Patreon for extra product photography from these reviews and get my image presets, which aim to give the stale photos of modern digital cameras some vintage vibes and perhaps a bit more personality. I've also released a new preset that helps complement and bring out the character of your old digicams. So if you want some nice, punchy presets, go to my Patreon, grab them, and tell me if they make your photos look better. Join the channel members to get early access to videos just like this, as well as a nice cool role in my Discord. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.